Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about a potential Kevin Durant to the Miami Heat trade. Today, Bleacher Report reported, or not reported, but posted an article of NBA trade offseason trade predictions, and they made some predictions. Before I go over the Kevin Durant prediction, they made other predictions like Zion Williamson going to the Pistons or Giannis Antetokounmpo going to the Rockets, which I don't find realistic as a Rockets fan myself. There was another prediction of John Morant staying in Memphis and not getting traded. And there was someone else that stayed. I can't remember that other player that they predicted would not get traded. I don't know why I can't remember who it was. But one of the other ones, the final trade that Bleacher Report predicted was Kevin Durant going to the Miami Heat. Now, I will add that in these trade proposals, They did not list out a trade idea. So it's not Bleacher Report's trade idea, it's mine. So they came up with the Kevin Durant to the Miami Heat is their prediction. And my prediction is what the deal would look like. And here's what I have the deal looking like. Kevin Durant would head to the Miami Heat, and Andrew Wiggins would head to the Phoenix Suns. Just to me, I don't feel like if you're trading for Kevin Durant, you're the Miami Heat, Andrew Wiggins is definitely involved in the deal. It wouldn't make sense. Wiggins could play. Sure, you might be able to figure out a deal with Wiggins stays, in a Durant deal, and you could try to make it work. Or Wiggins is at the 4, and Durant's at the 3, or Wiggins is at the 3 and Durant's at the 4. That wouldn't be like Durant's 6'11", 6'10". He could play at the 4, and Wiggins can play at the 3, and you can have Bam at the 5. I just don't think that they're going to want it. I don't think Phoenix is going to do the deal without Andrew Wiggins in the deal. Also, this is mainly as a salary filler because Durant's on a $54 million contract next year. So Duncan Robinson, who's making $19 million, would be involved in the deal. I think for the Suns, that's a little bit iffy. If you're the Suns, you don't want another really bad contract because you already have Bradley Beals. But Duncan Robinson, it's not that bad. It's an expiring deal. You add in a good shooter to the team. They could just cut him if they want to, really, or buy him out. It's not as bad as Bradley's Beals situation because Bradley's Beal, there's a no trade clause. There's a lot of issues with the idea of Bradley Beal's contract, so I don't think Duncan Robinson's contract is even close to scary. But I think you're also going to want want a young guy in the deal, and that's why I have Jaime Jaquez Jr. involved in the deal, a second-year player, and then draft picks. 2025 first-round pick from Golden State, which should be the 20th overall pick, and then 2026 second-round pick, which belongs to Memphis, and 2027 second-round pick, which could be OKC, the Knicks, or Spurs pick. So 2 second-round picks, which should be the 20th overall pick in this year's draft. Jaquez Jr., Duncan Robinson, and Wiggins to Phoenix for Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, I don't think there should be that many first-round picks involved in a Kevin Durant trade. Kevin Durant is an expiring deal. He's making $54 million. You never know if Kevin Durant's going to be committed to a team. I think the fact that you're giving up Andrew Wiggins in this deal plus Jaime Jaquez should be enough to the point where you only need to trade 1 first-round pick in a couple seconds in the deal and not add in another first. Miami can't really add in another first where they wouldn't be breaking the rule of consecutive first-round picks traded. They could, but it'd have to be a really late first-round pick. Like you're talking about 2030, 2031, something like that. I don't know if Miami's going to want to trade a pick that far down the line. So I just think that I think maybe that first round pick might be the only first in this deal, and then you'll see some second round picks added to it with Hoskins. Look, Andrew Wiggins has 2 years left on his deal. Phoenix is going to get Kevin Durant for one year if they don't sign him to extension. Meanwhile, Phoenix would have Wiggins for next year and the year after that. They'll have Hoskins for next year and the year after that. And should have him for a third year if they exercise a team option. They have Duncan Robinson, a great shooter, for 1 year, and then they have the 3 draft picks. That seems enough for a Kevin Durant rental to me. But that's nothing against Kevin Durant. It's just the fact of his contract and the chances you might take on him leaving. Look, I think if it's like a Golden State Jimmy Butler thing, you might give up more. You might be willing to give up some more draft picks or some more players because if Jimmy Butler decided to sign his extension right after he got traded there. If Kevin Durant does that, yeah, I think you talk about potentially adding more assets to the deal, but because he probably won't, you don't. But he's great. He's a 15-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champ, 2-time NBA champion, and 2 times Finals MVP. Amazing player. Had a great season this year, averaging 27 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game. Great three-point shooter at this point in his career. And he'd be a great guy to add in next to Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. I'd say better than what Jimmy was, because Jimmy struggles in the regular season. Jimmy shows up in the postseason. That's where it matters. And look, let's not act like Kevin Durant hasn't played good basketball in the postseason. He just hasn't, outside of when he's been with the Warriors, there hasn't been a lot of help. I mean, like a lot of just these had. Like last year in the postseason against the Timberwolves, you had a lot of guys next to Kevin Durant that were not playing well. Devin Booker struggled, Bradley Beal struggled, the team struggled. Durant played well in that series. So, I mean, yeah, you've had series where but if Bam and Tyler Hero play well in a playoff series next to Kevin Durant, I don't know if Kevin Durant can be as good in the postseason as Jimmy Butler was for this Miami Heat team, but I know he can be better in the regular season than Jimmy Butler was, which Jimmy Butler compare Jimmy Butler to the regular season with this Miami Heat team compared to the postseason. It is like comparing a superstar to a near all-star type, an all-star type player. So, but Kevin Durant is a guy who's going to play great in the regular season, and he's going to play good in the postseason. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this potential trade for the Miami Heat in the comment section, and peace out.